Have you noticed your timeline suddenly flooded with Azealia Banks again? Because she's not just trending, she's dominating the conversation, throwing lyrical punches and unapologetic opinions like no one else in the game right now. And love her or hate her, if you're not paying attention, you're missing a moment in pop culture that might define this year's celebrity drama landscape entirely. It all started with a late-night social media burst where Azealia, never one to hold back, posted a string of bold comments about some of the biggest names in the industry, igniting conversations, backlash, and praise in equal measure. And before the internet even had time to catch its breath, she followed it up with a fiery podcast appearance where she dismantled industry narratives, called out fake friendships, and declared her position as one of the most honest voices in entertainment, drawing both gasps and applause from fans and haters alike. What makes her comeback so different this time isn't just the controversy, though there's plenty of it, it's how razor-sharp and focused she seems, like a storm that's been waiting to break, and suddenly she's everywhere. Trending on TikTok, popping up in reaction videos, and fueling debates across platforms from Twitter to YouTube, not just about what she said, but what it means for the culture, for women in rap, for black voices in media, and for how we treat artists who refuse to be controlled. People are replaying her clips, dissecting her words frame by frame, quoting her lines like scripture and weaponizing her rants as memes. But underneath the spectacle is a deeply raw, articulate, and brutally transparent artist calling out the hypocrisy in music, celebrity worship, and cancel culture itself, reminding audiences that she's not some chaotic footnote but a force of truth operating in a world of polished facades and PR scripts. And yet, there's humor in it all too. The way she trolls pop culture norms with unmatched wit, dragging trends and personalities with an honesty most people are too afraid to even whisper, exposing not just the fakeness of the industry but our own addiction to outrage and attention. Her shade isn't just petty, it's poetic, dissecting the psychology behind fame with the accuracy of someone who's lived its highs and lows, burned bridges, built new ones, and still walked away without ever silencing herself to please the crowd. But just when critics thought she'd fade into another headline cycle, she flips the narrative again by releasing snippets of new music that not only sound fresh and evolved, but pierce straight through the fluff of today's radio with biting commentary, lyrical genius, and a soul that can't be ignored. Even her biggest skeptics are being forced to pay attention. And behind the drama is a woman who's never really stopped working, creating, thinking, and challenging the norms. She's just been waiting for the right moment to reclaim the mic, and now that it's here, she's using it to blast through mediocrity, call out industry puppets, and stake her place in the culture with zero filter and zero regrets. Every time someone tries to write her off, she reappears sharper, funnier, and more honest than ever, breaking down exactly why the system fears artists like her. Because she doesn't play the game, she exposes it. Whether she's spilling tea about collaborators who ghosted her or mocking the trend-chasing of today's influencers, her commentary stings because it rings true, and that rawness is making people rethink not just how we see her, but how we see the entertainment machine as a whole. Now, with major interviews rumored, podcast invitations stacking up, and brand deals quietly forming behind the scenes, it's clear this isn't just another Azealia Banks moment. It's a calculated, multi-layered return that forces the public to confront not just their perception of her, but their role in making and breaking celebrity images in the first place. So while tabloids scramble to cover the noise, real fans, and even cautious observers, are realizing this is the unfiltered era of Azealia, where every statement, every song, every side-eye has a deeper meaning, where she's not just reacting to fame but rewriting its rules, and if you blink, you'll miss the bigger story. That behind the chaos is a crystal-clear mind, navigating art, identity, and power in ways the mainstream's not ready to handle. So before you scroll past that next viral clip or laugh at the latest meme, ask yourself why she's still able to steal headlines, why she's always one sentence away from breaking the internet again, and why in a sea of manufactured outrage, Azealia Banks still feels like the only one telling the truth without a script.